Shinobi. Shinomi. Yanjirobi. Swag bro, just stick to the script. Right. So, Shinobi Strikers. We all tolerate it, or reality, we all just hate it. But for my people in the front, this is gonna be some oh so really bad, yada yada yada. But for my people in the back, who don't really know what's going on, allow me to catch you up to speed on why this video finally came to the light. Alright, so, back in the day, jingle jingle jingle, when I was a little freshman Chan, oh my god, I lived on a farm, cleaning animal barrels, Air Wednesday, and despised it. One day Sony was like, hey yo, console, $200, Thanksgiving sale. Move it or lose it. And I said, oh my goodness. So I decided to clean those barrels with even more passion, even on days I didn't even need to, including the cold weather in Texas. I'm surprised it does that. After getting all that money, me and my dad went to our local GameStop and he got me the console for me. I was super duper happy. And though I played the mess out of Spider-Man, I wanted a bit more variety with my games. So I went to Walmart and used the money that I earned from the barrels and got more games. I saw something that I wanted most of all. Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. After buying this game for $40! I went to download the update, or patch, at my grandparents because a little TLDR is that my family moved into the house that we have now, and we didn't have Wi-Fi in this house for 3 literal years, so hotspot was the only way to go. Also, don't get friends here. Alright, now that that's all done, it's time to play the game!
Blue screen.
Huh. Alright, let's try it again.
Blue screen.
Okay, maybe some more.
Blue screen, blue screen, blue screen. Blue screen!
What is happening? I later learned that it was a problem for the PS Slim, which is the one that I had, and the original PS4, where Soleil Ltd optimized it only for the PS4 Pro. I guess in their heads they just simply said,
if we just fix the Pro, surely it'll work for all the versions of the PS4s. Not like we should have done a little bit more insight on a literal thing that we are coding so we don't mess up with our fragile code!
Due to this misfortunate and unobvious oversight, for a full month, loading to the game was really annoying, what I would have even called back in my 9th grade year an average experience. But when we did load in, you made your character, and you did some training missions that told you how to move your left stick. Move your left stick to do that. As if you didn't know how to click on the ding-dang application by using, your left stick. I hate that so much in tutorials. Oh, look at your basic simplistic controls. Da-da-da-da-da. But whatever. And then, we were able to get into the game modes. Yes, game modes. The game is a 4v4 ninja battle with game modes to change up the pace. These modes are as follows. Combat battle, base battle, flag battle, and barrier battle. Alright, TLDR, here's all these game modes go. Combat battle is basically Jujutsu Kaisen for honor having Genki, i.e. jumping mother brothers relentlessly until the game is over. Flag battles figure out whoever's the fastest build while waiting for an egregiously long time for the circle to complete, and if you get off the platform, the completion timer will go backwards. Complemented with the fact that the timer has a reverse noise, so if you get hit off the platform, it will reverse your progress and it will make you want to punt air. When the flag is in your hands, you'll be celebrating that you caught the monkey! But then you'll realize that once you caught the flag, you'll alert everybody like a GTA ping. Then everybody will collectively be like, hey, this brother's got 3 stocks! So now everybody will flock to you like a bunch of bugs to a bug zapper. You gotta book it and run. Once you put the enemy flag into your base, you gotta do it again. I know. Fun times. Base and barrier battle like Pokemon cookies and the lunchly meal. They're both the same in regards to not being good, and overpriced is fill up with the guacamole to side of rice crackers. But since there's gonna be that one person who's gonna validate his claims over this whole entire argument that I have over this video by saying that
you didn't cover this part in the video, therefore your point is invalid.
And I guess in their head, Soleil Ltd thinks, oh my goodness, you defended my game with your righteousness and basement dwelling? Oh my goodness, you did such a good job. Now come with me into this basement room and get your reward.
Oh yeah. Jackpot! Oh, Dave! Oh!
Base battle is holding A, B, or C objectives for a really long time like Call of Duty. Whoever has the most points by holding the objectives the longest wins. There's nothing really much to add there. Barrier battle is not like base battle because unlike base battle, barrier battle loves to be as aged as possible. To elaborate further on this take, barrier battle has 2 sides that I like to call the pullers versus the shovers. The pullers have to go through 3 stakes and pull them out. After doing so, it'll break down this barrier that'll make the person inside of said barrier vulnerable to attacks. And once you beat them, you win. And no, I'm not going to cover over event modes because it's not so much who's the strongest that wins, meaning that you know how good you are at playing and stuff. It's who has the least amount of life to give to this world.
Damn cheaters.
Alright, sounds simple enough, but where's the pizzazz? Like, you talk about the AIDS part. Well, where's the AIDS in the barrier battle?
Oh, my bad. I apologize. I don't know how it slipped my mind. But did you know that not only did you have to pull out the stakes while being attacked, but the enemy inside the barrier can also attack? Yeah, so that 4v4 that you were originally supposed to do is now a 5v4 with the fifth person being an actual boss from the stinking VR missions. What? But if you miraculously, from Tails and Ladybug and Cat Noir, defeat them, you'll win. For the shovers, they have to make sure that the stakes are kept inside the ground so that way the boss won't be vulnerable to be attackable. Ooh. You would have to have some terrible teammates or no-life players to lose to this very handicapped mode. That Wi-Fi. Survival exercises like combat battle and flag battle in the sense of ganking others and getting ganked while snaking around and waiting for players to get low on their health to win. I wouldn't recommend this game mode if you're going into it with the mindset of fairity because it is a free-for-all. Yeah. Remember that in the show when it was 1v1s? Me neither. I don't recall that at all. Also, this is a little bit off topic, but did you know that fairity is not a word? I did not know that until I was typing this script out and I saw the red squiggly line. I guess you learn something new every day. But above all else, except for survival exercises, make sure that you understand your roles and plan ahead for the worst. Because I be seeing these people in these game modes acting like they're the coldest ninja, flying solo to every single thing, while I'll be standing there and watching like this, and then they'll be quickly realizing, oh snap, I ain't the main character, I need to book it back. And then they try to book it back, but they already got hogged down. It's a tough sight. Alright, now that we got the basics and the formalities of the game out of the way, I think we need to all address the elephant in the room. His name's Tom. Good guy, good dude, all around. Might go to the pub, whatever you may be.
Swag, I think it's a figure of speech to discuss a topic that's on everyone's mind but hasn't been spoken.
Well, can he stay though?
Sure.
Yeah! Matchmaking. The netcode isn't that great, and is arguably worse than Xenoverse 2. To expound on this opinion, these problems arise when you're loading into the game, as it can take you an atrociously long time just to load into a match, or other times, the game will crash as you're loading in, and in your worst case scenario is someone leaving the match because of their connection. Wait, what? Yes, I'm not kidding with you, this game is a peer-to-peer connection having game. To put it in layman's terms, your Wi-Fi versus everyone else's Wi-Fi. So lag switching definitely can be a thing. To make matters worse, you know in Fortnite if someone was the party leader and everyone started lagging, you blame the party leader? Well, Soleil Ltd decided to make that rumor an actual thing. But the catch is that neither you nor the person who is actually causing the lag knows whose fault it really is. So it's basically just whoever is the supposed host will literally clean house. And if said person leaves the game, the one that's the host or whatever, it'll make everyone else disconnect from the game. What in the Texas Chili, Hillbilly, Joe Bob is this nonsense? Skill-based matchmaking? What even is that? Said Soleil. When you queue up for a match of any kind, you would think that they would make it depend on your rank, KD, or something that determines your skill and puts it with other closer-minded individuals. But no. Instead, you'll be pitted with people way above your ranking level and will get sat down super quickly. To make matters worse is that if someone leaves the match in any sort of way, you will still be treated as if you had everyone, the 4v4, and while you're getting punished and demoted because, person A left, the person who left will receive no type of punishment in return. No 10-minute wait, no ban, no nothing. I wish I was kidding. So Lily, if you're listening, since the dawn of literal time, any skill-based game has had a type of ban or other means showing someone what happens when they leave the match incomplete. Splatoon 2, and relax when I say this, Siege Glazers, Rainbow Six Siege has a really great way of giving bans. Now, in this clip that I'm showing right now, if I hurt my teammate, I will be accounted for because of friendly fire, right? But in this case, what I was actually trying to do was that I was trying to have him disconnect and get in trouble, and then the other guy decided to knock me because, once again, playing this game is a diminishing IQ experience to where even trying to help someone will get you knocked, and they'll say that it was on me, and the game has no faults, and Siege is the best game ever, but that's a topic for another day. What I am trying to say is that they need to put a system that has some sort of stakes when it comes to leaving the game, like not being able to play for 10 minutes or something. This should not be a problem. But I think I've already stated my point, so let's move on to a more of a nicher sort of problem. I am super glad that someone had mentioned this, because I thought I was being gaslit back in the day when, you would get an outfit, it would be for the male and the female. So you know how in games, once again, the dawn of another literal time, that when you get outfits for your character, it would either be a unisex, class specific, or gender specific, and it was noticeable when you looked at it? Well, see, here's the problem with what Soleil is doing, is that both the male and the female outfits are literally the same outfit. But it's like what my friend has said, if they did that, then you wouldn't have to play as much to get those things. So that's why they have to separate it for, the dude and the lady. And it used to be not like this. Someone mentioned that you were able to wear a fit regardless of what gender, and that was pretty cool. But due to the Moonlight Scrolls, they decided to make these separate outfits for you to roll to get your costumes. Yes, I'm not kidding when I say this. It's you literally have a gacha system for your outfits in your officially licensed Naruto game. Are you serious? And this brings me to a topic that might be a little controversial, or more so of a hot topic. And bear with me when I say this, but I personally feel like they should take away abilities. Now hold on. The reason why I say this is because it personally feels as if it makes situations less about knowing how to maneuver your opponent and, outwitting them, but more so of, did you put this ability in your costume? Because, for whatever reason, because you bought an ability, if you wanted to switch out your ability, you would need an average of 50k Rio, with the highest, from what I've seen, has been around 120k Rio. Since I despise math, I went to the Forbidden GPT and asked it how to do it, and because it's like my math teacher, it needed me to specify what I've already specified. And so once I over-clarified, it did the calculations, gizmos, and other mumbo-jumbos. And it told me that if I wanted to get to 120k, I would need to play an hour and 39 minutes. But considering that it already took me 2 minutes just to load in, I want to say it's around an hour and 37 minutes consecutively. And that's only possible by winning the match and beating the other team, obs, taking no breaks, only back-to-backs, including, no loadout changes, no bathroom breaks, no getting snacks, etc., etc. Finishing the matches in under 3.5 minutes, and being able to load in around 1 minute. No more, no less. The longest I've waited was about 3 minutes of looking at a loading screen with nothing going for it. How fun is that? This is outrageous. You basically have to have the perfect game every single time with no interruptions whatsoever to achieve getting all of that money. Good night, Minerva. I understand that it's a live service game and that you need people to have, consecutive people going around playing your game and all that. But it doesn't change the fact that people have lives and jobs and homework and math. Stupid, idiotic math. So they should at least account for that by maybe lowering the cost of the abilities. Oh, and also the main thing that I want to say is being able to pick them interchangeably. Joe, did you know that when you purchased an ability for your outfit, if you wanted to change it back to the ability that you had first, you would have to repay it again? Yeah, that 120k that you grinded for that 1 hour and 37 minutes consecutively, you're now stuck with having that outfit, that one ability, which is stupid. Heaven forbid, I don't want to have 2 Make Out Mischief series because I don't want to spin my Rio over and over and over and over again because of situational purposes, or that I want to make a different build, or whatever the reason may be. It is what it may be. But let's move on. How on earth does My Hero Ultra Rumble, a live service game made a year ago, had the basic features when Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker has been released for 6 years and still does not have this feature? For my people in the back, what I'm talking about custom games. And custom games is a game that lets you set your own rules, settings, maps, etc. that will create a unique experience. Again, Smash Bros. Change the stocks and adding time. How about in racing games we change the course to make it sublime? Or in sports games we change the weather and supply AR. Exactly, y'all get it cause y'all are smart. But I don't understand why Soleil hasn't done this yet, as this would be an excellent replacement for the mediocre practice mode in the survival exercise, because the problem with that is when you're in the arena, or what people like to call the pit, the game puts in random NPCs that'll fight you, when all you want is a 1v1 with your friend, and, get some good training in. My only reason is that Soleil probably thinks that you would never ever play, actual matches, if that was the case. But, and I don't like to use this, that's a mentive cap. People would still play online matches, as it would incentivize them to put their training to the test. Plus, it would be a great way for people who want to role play as whatever characters they desire, just like these kids here.
Her name, is Aika Yamanaka, descendant of Inojin.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
This is Shinu Chiha.
But keep this part about the custom games in your head. Write it down, type it, whatever you think, because this topic will come up later on in this vid. Did you know that during the beta of this game, if you played it, you would be given a shirt? Said shirt is literally the lamest design I've ever seen in a game, clothing-wise. It's just the game's logo slapped onto it with a white base model t-shirt. Like, come on. And then some dude online is gonna say something like, "This a big flex." A few of the reasons I wanted to mention this was that recently Soleil introduced the Jinchuriki's movesets as special ninjutsus, also known as stuff that should have been in the game since day one, but whatever. I just wish that they made the Jinchuriki's moveset have a season pass instead of you having to individually pay for the moveset. Which brings me to my next discussion. So, I pulled up the season pass screenshot, and as you can see, each season pass has a pass, so that way you want to individually pay for characters whenever they come out. Season 1, 2, 3, etc, etc. Instead, they'll be already added to your game whenever Soleil, introduces them and, puts them in whatever day. Now, since 2018, there's always been a season pass, discounts and all. But did you know that there was a season 8 for the game? Yeah, you think it just stops at 7, but there's actually a season 8, characters. And you're probably asking a big question, or not, or maybe you are, but you don't know, because, I haven't said it yet, but where's the season 8 pass? We all said in unison, and if you didn't, you could just go back and say it again. Well, my dear viewer, so they decided that they weren't going to do that this time, so now you have to pay for each character individually. What the flip? That's stupid! To add on to this season pass point, I'm gonna make a comparison to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Fighter Pass to Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Strikers season pass. When looking at both, you'll realize that Shinobi Striker has 9 characters, while Smash Bros. Has 6. Smash Bros. Wants you to pay $24.99, when Shinobi Strikers wants you to pay $29.99. Obviously both of them are not discounted, this is base price. Now, looking at this on the surface, you would think logically, oh, well, Super Smash Bros., has 6 characters, and $24 is way too much money. But looking at Soleil, Shinobi Strikers, it may be a few more dollars, but to get 3 extra characters seems like a pretty good deal to me. But here's what we failed to realize, right? Yes, Smash Bros. Does have 6 characters, but it also comes with music from their respective franchises, stages that represent, the characters of their respective franchises, and spirit stages that'll help you out and give yourself a boost in the story mode, etc, etc, etc. Looking at it in that perspective, you can clearly see how this is a pretty bad deal on Shinobi's part, considering that, they want you to pay for characters, very established characters in their series, when they should have just been released in the beginning of the game.
Swag bro, you know that you can hire them as a mentor by playing through enough games to get that person for free, right?
Oh no, I know. But did you know that when you pay for the DLC, you know what all you get for the DLC whenever you learn through that master or mentor or whatever? 2 ninjutsus and 1 t-shirt. Maybe some scrolls and like some other like money, but literally all you get is 2 ninjutsus and a t-shirt with the teacher's like emblem logo deal. That's it. So I spent $29.99 by basically just learning 2 ninjutsus that should have already been in the game and a t-shirt for compensation. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less. Yeah. That $29.99 looking good to you now? Does it look good to you now?
Man, if you're broke, just say that.
Boy, say there, Caldwell, why do you snigger? Thought I put my food in the body container.
Don't be telling me you lost the food stamps. 10, as you think you should.
Ladies, you're the cure for the morning wood.
Alright, I get it.
Putting moves behind a paywall is stupid, and I shouldn't justify my purchase and argument with people who dislike that by saying that they're poor. Me sorry.
Well, I'm glad you got the point. I mean, after all, you learn, you really meant, your apology, and yeah, you're good, bro. So, let's move on. Part 2. Is the mic where? Yeah, well, what gives? Well, where's the rest of the video? I got this.
Swag bro.
Yes. The game. From Ancon? Well, Newgrounds, but no. Shinobi Striker is down!
Wait, so you're telling me the one time I wanted to play this game, it's down? What?
I wish I could be him, choose me. I am heartbroken, I'm feeling so lonely. I just wish that Cody would actually love me. Swag bruh, go play some other games. Shut the front door.
Sorry, Father. Apologies, Father.
Wait.
Hold on.
Yeah!
Man, those are some extremely fun games. But we've barely even started.
Salutations, my fellow peers. This game is extremely fun, but I think we should probably switch it up. This one's a little too funky, if you know what I mean.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
What else did we do while the game was in maintenance? Oh yeah! Check out this new move. Aha! Dang it! Well. Looks like you're
Come on, gotta do it in time!
in time. Shot. I've already claimed it. You've lost. It's all over.
Hold on.
It's all over.
Hold on.
Wait! I stopped time and managed to escape. Stop them!
You know, I might make a video about Parappa. One day.
More importantly, why are we playing in front of them? Marimba! Oh my goodness! They actually put that thing in there. I was gonna be like, I mean, I wasn't even. Okay. Oh, I gotta win now. I'm locked in.
That was terrible. I lowered my guard.
That's for messing with my marimba.
I'm sorry, but it's all part of
Look at that! Look at that dude in the back. Look at him! Look at him playing! Look at him playing! He was playing it. But buddy, you can't be looking down at the instrument. If you go to PNG, you're gonna get ridiculed for looking down at the instrument. It's more of like brownie points if you look upwards, so it shows you actually know the notes to the instrument.
No excuses for
Dang
that.
it. Time to make this round.
Not great.
All right. I'm about to make the biggest comeback in history.
It's over?
1, 2. Shove
Like clockwork! My lord! Thank you, Makoto! My lord, that was so annoying.
I can't believe this.
I went from poor to rich to tycoon. Get mess. Oh golly, who had the deck, man? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Ryuji. Thank you. But and I could be the man. You could be your second. Hey, that's not too bad. Second ain't so bad.
But second place is first place for losers, though.
On me, literally.
police are onto us! Thanks for swatting that mosquito.
Go! No! Good going, me. Hey. Get out. Good chump. Ooh. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. Morning. Ooh.
This game is AIDS. I'm not joshing you whenever I say this, okay? When I was recording this footage, right, this man Krillin did 3 literal super attacks. And keep in mind, this guy is beginner difficulty, alright? This footage is probably like 3 days into me playing this game, okay? That is some crazy, crazy work. Obviously, I had to get my get back, like the one that I lost before this one. This is literally the second round, like the second time of me rerunning it back. Obviously, I won, but jeez, that was annoying. No. To add a little bit of context to this, I was really close to my monitor. I forgot about this scene, and it startled me. It didn't scare me, it startled me. Also, this is one of the worst stages in this entire game. It's got a stage 4 effect of Parappa the Rapper.
Start all over. You should be banned from every game.
From every game? Even this one?
No, you know what should be banned? This stinking stage. She really broke through the crevice of that stinking crowd, became humongous, and said, start over, you should be banned from every game because we didn't know how to program the game, so we're, this is like the Josh Strife Hayes video all over again. Patronizing. I'll admit if I failed, which I did, clearly. But this stage is just not good though. Its beat is whack, the tone is whack. It's like stage 4 PTR all over again. Yes! Part 2 for the part 2. I made it back to good.
Really good. That's what I do best.
I'm glad somebody finally gave me my props instead of telling me I should be banned from every single game. I finally actually said, you know what? I expected that. Which is what I expected too. To beat it on the first try. But it wanted me to do it 20 different times. As if I don't know any musical sense. I'm sitting here like, is the controller broken? No, it's lasted me since the 7th grade and I played Persona 3 just fine. In fact, overly fine. So I'm like, I know this controller didn't give up on me. I knew something was up. They tried to sneak up Parappa the Rapper Stage 4. For those in the back, Parappa the Rapper Stage 4 actually has a delay literally in the game for that one specific stage, which is why it's literally one of the hardest stages. Because of the input delay in that one specific stage. So someone didn't beta test it, and so whenever it went out, it was terrible because you try to put an input and it was slightly delayed. The PlayStation 4 made it even worse due to like, I think one of the controls or something like that. But this also still had the delay. Just this one stage. Man, what a day. Fun games,
Like, dude.
and some other questionable games. But I hope I get to see the same thing next tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I must be dreaming. What's going on here?
Hello, swag bro.
Oh, hey Soleil Ltd.
So, how you doing?
I'm good. Good.
So what I wanted to say...
Save your breath, French name.
Soleil means the sun, so we strive to do whatever it takes.
Man, who are you kidding? I'ma still call you Soleil, by the way, because that's just how I say it. You're a shell of your former self. I never want to play your wasted potential of a game ever again.
We're starting to hear that swag, bro. But thankfully, we have just updated the game.
And now you do that? For what? Just to have the same problems again? I've moved on. I played different games and enjoyed myself. You're gonna need to do a lot more to win us all over if you're gonna do this.
You'll get 30 free esoteric scrolls.
behind the business. Then somebody came up here to say, oh geez, here he is again. Hey, Kakashi, sensei, yo, why desu? Translation's good today. First I was a little bit uptight, but you might actually well be right. And it is indeed, I will say good day in K-O-N-O-H-A.
Talking about, let's go, Soleil. Tell your family, your pieces of chicken, your mom, your dad, everybody. This game finally got updated. It's crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so everything. Go. Tell them the game has stored. Everybody's in unison. It's the greatest day of my life.
That's how Soleil envisioned it. How they wanted this to go down. They wanted this to be a chicken quesadilla, a 30 scrolls we need now. But instead, we were treated with just a reminder that it'll go into another maintenance again, and getting a shifty shaft with some rolls for those scrolls. I forgot to mention this, but they did change their title screen. You know that, what does it mean to be a ninja? What does it take to be the strongest? You know, those Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 literal models that they ripped from their game? Well, did you know that, you know, this new trailer, that it actually is just the 5th anniversary, like, trailer for a title screen? So that, you know, 5th anniversary that happened a year ago is now still being played? Really? You didn't bother to just change it back? Like, that's extremely lazy, dude. Like, are you kidding me? It clearly highlights just how far gone Soleil has been. And I don't want to say any names when I make this comparison, but I don't want to say any names, And to complement this, it definitely wouldn't be Soleil's Shinobi Strikers without some. Alright, I'm gonna keep these other 2 points short because, well, we be here all day. So for the bugs, just to name a few, aside from that Hawk situation, I literally had 2 glitches happen to me while getting footage for this game. One of them, I'm gonna show right now, was me being able to move as if I was in a match.
Well, like, what would I have, like, fought for? Just to see, like, how these, in the Shinobi game, they have, like, you know, like, little food tables and stuff. Some sake, some drinks, some, little smorgasbords, like, little yummy pastries on a stick, little ball things, like propane tanks. Like, you see this, and you can get your friends. You can all just sit. Whoa. This game might be broken, bro. I literally went and sat on the table, and then they pulled the, like, I had the movement of if I was actually in the game. Like, I literally started running up on the wall, but then I, like, glitched out and fell down. It's whack.
And another one happened while I was fighting this guy in, like, the Cloud Village or whatever. When I was fighting him, the audio in my head doubled as if I was hitting 2 people at the same time. Like, what?
All this groaning and moaning's got me annoying. I'm sorry. It's all very simple, really. Let's go.
Alright, like a pastor, I'm gonna be brief about this because we'd also be here again. This game is plagued with cheaters from all around. As of the most recent glitch in the game, it has people being literally invincible to any damage coming their way. And if you're doing that, you are one of the many reasons wrong with this game. So please stop doing that. And then that brings us to our final part, you know, to conclude this video. Jesus Christ! Outside of sports games, I've never seen such a spiteful, toxic trick ride and have in community in my entire life. I know I sound like a broken record that will be here all day, so I'm gonna summarize most of what I have to say for this. After the maintenance first dropped, everybody was extremely ecstatic to get 30 esoteric scrolls, as Soleil has left many of their PlayStation fans in the dark in terms of understanding what's going on. Once they gave us the scrolls, many people went to spin for some weapons and immediately got shafted, while still giving Soleil props for at least giving them the ability to roll for the, gacha items, to which a preacher came in telling the people that the company itself giving you compensation for waiting should be a standard, and was ashamed that nowadays that many people are programmed to accept less and be happy with that. After that post, more and more people were venting their frustrations with the game with loads of passion, and it just kept adding and adding and adding and adding up. A funny one I saw was this person asking around for girl gamers, and everybody was like, yeah, sure, dude. And he was like, oh, excuse me. She was like, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. But listen here, my lady, if she doesn't talk to her, I don't want to talk to her. Believe it. Anyways, I had to make a folder literally titled He Riding For Real, and good lord, they do tricks on it. With this guy being the biggest rider of all. Vroom vroom, like brother, I'll say it until my throat gives out. You are part of the problem with what is wrong with this game. And this ego nut comment talking about noobs learning this, dog eating game, because, a lot of people just be rectifying people, calling them virgins of all people. And as if that's even a I hate people like this, man. They're the type of people be like, oh, look how much money, how much money you got determines how right you are. Even though in terms of gaming, it shouldn't have to do anything with that because you call me trash. And since you don't got bread like that, food stamp boy, your argument is invalid. God, man. And another stupid and idiotic. Man, I'd say some other words, but even they can clearly see how half-witted, dim-witted, dull-witted, cretinous, imbecilic, pig-ignorant, vapid, dense, brain-dead 13, apathetic, asinine, hold me back. Ooh. As of currently speaking, the main talk of the town was the invincible glitch and the new SS Plus weapons and how severely cracked they are. I've seen comments talking about, mostly from the players, about how it's the game's fault that, the way Shinobi Striker is in this state and not themselves. And as crazy as it's gonna sound from all of what I said, I disagree. Let me get this off my chest. While I dislike this game as basically wasted potential on a console, we are also the blame for the money pool. Now I'm not saying, me, you, and Zabumafu, right? But let me tell you these people, alright? They're called whales. These whales will dump loads of money into a game just cause 4 is an alright game, but they do this to get scrolls to spend for the gacha. Let me tell you how the cycle goes, and we're gonna put it in Unga Bunga terms.
Soleil Ltd made new game. Well, pay for game. Soleil Ltd take money and give players scroll to roll for item. Well, roll, but get no scroll. So the whale put more money to get more scroll in hopes to get shiny item. Eventually, whale get item because of how much money they dumped. Whale become orca and start going crazy in game because item strong. Rinse, repeat.
These people and Soleil Ltd need to stop doing this altogether, because when you do this, not only do you seclude people that have already paid for your game, and now they feel incentivized to pay more for the game. Like me, who paid $40 at launch. But you don't go back at all, Soleil Ltd, and really balance out the weapons at all. Or very much, at least much later down the line, you'll probably rework them some other time. It's bad practice, and it shows massive oversight on the game at hand. Some would say it's a money problem, but aside from this practice alone, like this gacha money grabbing food cycle, someone else showed that they should have already had the money if they needed it. And another minor thing I want to mention, since no one else really has, this is this. Look, man, I'm no Beethoven or Mozart, but geez, man, where's the afternoon of Konoha? Sorrow and sadness. Why did you listen to this gosh dang drivel? And I use this term loosely, music score, bruh. And the win, the loss music, it's just not there. When I lose, I want to feel like the biggest, piece of something in my country, right? And when I win, I want to be jumping up and down, celebrating myself because, my teammates aren't there at all, Or during the battle, they could get a hype up song, if they're doing really good or something. Like an all-star from Sonic Sega Team's All-Star Racing or something like that, But I don't know. If they need someone to do it, I'm your guy. Alright, let's get back into it. Due to the repeated, constant drops and drops and drops from this game, over and over and over again, people started putting in their reviews. Some show some good faith, while others weren't really as happy with the game. People writing links upon links just to show their frustration with the game. Potential new players now feeling discouraged about the game due to the constant problems. The toxic fan base, a non-existent dev team, and a YouTube comment to send this ship on fire. And lastly, to end this whole review, there was a comment that someone had made, retelling what someone else said in the video, and TLDR Mr. P. Worrell says that Soleil Ltd is a small company, and unless it gets a bigger budget or more employees, it's going to take them longer to fix stuff. which we've already proved the latter, you know, the budget, has nothing to do with fixing the code, and it's more so dealing with their issues. Now, I'm gonna say this right here because I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I do know that coding is AIDS. It's not just dragging assets and items and calling it a day, but when it is your job to look at these things, that's when I have a problem. You are a professional, do your job. So, after putting all of these points together, one of them sticks out the most to me. The worst of the worst. The thing I dislike the most of all, and yes, this is the final point, is how people will use the being a small company trope to excuse everything of this game. Literally, the stupid well gacha system, the terrible netcodes, the many bugs and cheaters, their acidic fan base, their horrible PR team, etc, etc. People, we shouldn't excuse this at all. This point, out of all the points, has to be by far the most aggravating one. I can excuse all of it, if it weren't such a bore. Let me ask you this. What entices? What excites? More so, what drives you to keep playing this game? The community? The status? The strongest to be all? I just don't understand it. And I want to like this game. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's time to put it to rest. Because if it was just if it's not fun, why bother? We'd be good. We'd be chill. You know, smack them dab, smack them on the booty. But there's nothing of sustenance that's driving this promising company to any heights.
But, what about the custom matches?
The what? Oh, right. Okay. So I decided to finally dip my toe into the water, and I put a post asking when would they put custom matches in the game. After reading some of the few comments, I saw someone giving links to a YouTuber, and what did I see? Guess. Take a wild guess. They made it to where you could actually have custom matches in Shinobi Strikers, the game itself. Do you see what I'm seeing? Are we watching the same movie? We watching the same movie. Okay, I'm glad we're watching the same movie. Okay, by the way, it is called Shinobi Strike. And not only do you have custom matches, but you can also test out unreleased weapons, which is cool. Though, bad news. You're gonna need a PC.
And that right there is exactly why I despise you. Your overmightiness on the PC being a master race as I have a lowly Xbox Series X is all I needed to hear from your pretentious food stump having mouth.
Alright, bud. So Lily's ready for round 2. Also, on PC, you actually have much more range than an Xbox. I'm not gonna waste my breath. But I will use the flow of my air to tell you that there is 2 games that I wanted to say as an alternative to Shinobi Strikers. And that is Shindo/Shinobi Life 2. This game is on Roblox, and it is extremely fun. Combat is fluid, gameplay is enticing, and the best part is that it also works on controller and console, so you don't even have to worry about all that PC business. The people who worked on this game are also known as the Rail Brothers, and currently as of the project that they're doing now, they're working on a One Piece MMO style game called Rail Seas, and is expected to be released this December. Dates may change, yada yada yada. I don't know about getting all to that. And this one's a fan project on PC. I know. But it is called Nindo Shinobi War. What's this game, you may ask? Let me tell you. Gather around, children, gather around. Imagine an MMO like Naruto game, full of movement and interactivity with clips showing off the game and how it looks. You're looking at this and thinking to yourself, geez man, this game looks phenomenal. You got your elements affecting the area, parkour just as good as the first storm open area, and you can even take off your jacket. How many people made this? Just one. Just one? Yep, and in just 1 year 2. Alright. Let me show you some more gameplay. What? Why would they take the videos down? So apparently Viz Media, who has no connection to Naruto outside of a few books and primarily is owned by Boruto, saw the videos and thought, oh, copyright infringement, so they took down the videos for that reason alone. As idiotic as that is, because their response to, their media is to this glory, good game, is a wasted potential gacha simulator? Really? Thankfully, guys, don't worry. SwaggView got a few tricks up his sleeves, okay? I was able to record the video through Discord, and I got the footage there. When the takedown first happened, I did inform the people in the Discord, with one of the mods, well, venting his frustration, understandably so. As far as I know, the game is still being worked on, but the videos to, you know, show them off, they're not there. But back to that company small thing, that still bothers me, because there's been many people who had to work by themselves, or only having a few people and still made great, awesome media. One big example, SMG4. These dudes, Kevin and Luke, two dudes, used to video in their closet, made Gmod-like videos, right? Baldi's Basics, when it first came out, was my first video I really watched them. And like, near the Matthew GU4 part, but that's whatever, right? And they went from literally just recording Super Mario 64 Gmod, basically, to literally owning a corporation with Epic Games, and made, you know, series like Meta Runner, and yes, the acclaimed The Amazing Digital Circus that was released on October 13. A little fun fact about that, when TADC came out, that actually was my birthday, and I actually turned 20 when it first came out. So this year, I got to take off my cap, and I got to put on my 21st shirt that my mom gave me on our trip during the cruise thing that we went to.
I don't like to celebrate my birthday like that. You gotta like be in a room, myself. You even give me just like a, oh hey, yeah. I don't even know extravagant that crazy shit. Okay.
So, what can we conclude from this? From all the points that I've shown you, I think you can make the conclusion that I'm not a big fan of the game. If Soleil really cared about their game, they would do it with their actions and not their words. But can they even really do that? Because their PR team is basically non-existent. Why put up with this game when there's better games out there that at least give you something to feel? This game was already a shell of itself when it first came out, but now it feels like they don't even have an outline anymore. My rating for this game is the Frontier Wi-Fi company as a whole, out of 10. I hope it gets better. I want this to be better, but it never listens, nor does it changes. Or it'll half-bake everything, and due to its massive flaws, it'll die over time at this rate. Subscribble! Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry this video took so long because I wanted to post it, but more and more things just kept happening in this game, and a little bit about life, but mostly in this game. And I do plan on making more videos like these and being more consistent in the future. Like and comment what you personally think of the game or video. You know, if you saw anything, you know, you think I should have added, you know, just let it know in the comment section. We have a Discord in the description, you know, if you want to chat it up a bit. Generic funding that shouldn't be a thing, but is. If you want to support the channel, you can use that till we get to 500 subs. And with that being said, this is SwaggBrotherus87, double G, BRO87, saying to beware and take care. I just found my dog, and I no longer need to chase the best.